What's up guys, GGFOREX here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Forex Challenge series. Now, it hasn't gone well and that's okay. These things happen, I was expecting this during this time of year, okay? So basically, the challenge is over, as in I failed it, but I haven't really failed it. I've got like 0.5% left, right? So maybe I got 3/4 of a move to do. So, I needed to have a rethink, I needed to understand where I was going wrong, what I was struggling with, what I needed to improve at, and yeah, generally overview of my performance and understand what I needed to change. One of those things is what you guys mentioned as well, was too many pairs. So I was looking too many places at the same time, so I was missing opportunities at the same time, as well as getting into ones I shouldn't be going into. So how have I combated that? I've only narrowed it down to 2 pairs. So now I'm looking at EU and GU, and for my extra confirmations I've added in EG, and I'll explain in a sec why, and the DXY. So if my bias on the DXY, which is the dollar index, right, is weak, for example, then I could be looking for sells on EU and GU, right? And the reason for having EG is to find out the best pair of those two. So if I'm seeing sells on the DXY, so I'm looking for buy opportunities on EU and GU, but on EG I see that EU is getting weaker compared to the pound, and I'm looking for sells on the, if I see sells on the dollar index, so I'm looking for strength gains in EU and GU, right? And I'm seeing sells on the euro getting weak against the pound, then I'm going to be looking for buys on GU, because I know that's the stronger out of euro and the pound, and I'm looking for buys against the DXY selling off against the dollar, if that makes sense. So EU and GU is to find out which one's the better pair to go for, and the DXY is to find my bias, whether I should be looking for buys and sells. So I've narrowed it down to that. That is basically it. So obviously now I need to cross-reference. If I'm seeing accumulation in a key area on GU, for example, then I want to see a distribution in the key area on the dollar index, and then I kind of want to see GU doing the same thing, or EG doing the same thing, where I'm seeing sells on EG when I'm looking for buyers on GU, right? So those sort of things is what I'm looking for. But yeah, so I needed to come out with a new plan. This is the new plan. A lot of you guys said I was looking at too many pairs, and I do agree with you, I was, but I guess when you're kind of like in a challenge, you're like, you want to make the most of all the opportunities, but then that could be killing you at the same time. So obviously this means I'll be trading a lot less, there'll be a lot less opportunities, but also what it brings is potentially more, if that makes sense. So, but more opportunities at more sensible moves. So instead of having one swing at 10 different pairs, you know, or 10 swings at 10 different pairs once, I might be able to have 3 swings on the same pair, but each swing will be a better one than the one previously, because it might be in a better position. I might have had my bias wrong, but now I've got it right, sort of thing. So as I'm understanding where the price is going and reading it like a story. But obviously having to be sure that you're not revenge trading as well in that. So obviously that needs to be a factor, that you're not just randomly buying and selling because you lost the last one, but it might work this time. It has to make logical sense, obviously, so the revenge trading will be cut out of the issue. But also what I've improved on is I've also, as you guys know, I love Mark Douglas. I've listened to How to Become a Professional Trader on YouTube, which is that 4-hour thing on there, 4-hour content on there. But what I've also done is bought the book. It hasn't arrived yet, it's not going to arrive till next year, unfortunately. I was hoping to actually crush that over Christmas. But really my plans are now is to backtest EU and GU, see how they move, see what order blocks they go to, see how they react in those areas. Do they accumulate in higher time frame areas, or do they touch and disappear? What fib levels they retrace to? How does it take out the highs? What does it do beforehand? What does it do, you know, does it create more then do a big push? So really there's a bunch of things I need to learn about the pair, but I can't really do all of it by backtesting. Obviously, if I'm looking for buys on GU, that means I had a confluence on sells on the dollar index. So I can't do that at the same time when I'm backtesting because it's out of sync, you know what I mean? So it's really just what order blocks react to what on certain pairs. That's all I can do in backtesting. The rest has to be forward tested. So that's what I'll be doing over the Christmas period. Obviously, we won't be able to forward test that much. The market's really low, etc. Like you guys know. So I can't really test these pairs much, but that's my plan. That's my strategy. That is how I'm going to attack this going onwards. How I'm going to fix what I was doing wrong. And I think a lot of you guys will agree with me that this is probably the best step to go into. Obviously now I can trade on the lower-ish time frames, maybe the 15-minute or the 1 hour in key high time frame areas. So obviously I'm not just going to be buying and selling randomly, but by following a pair I can always kind of see where it's going. So if I can see that it makes sense for buys to go up to a certain area where there might be potential sells, I can do that because I'm following that one pair only, or that two pairs only. So it makes a lot of sense to go down this route of just trading the two pairs and having EG and DXY as extra confluences towards my bias of that particular pair. But anyway guys, so that is it. Sadly, I'm not going to pass the challenge. I'm not going to get a free retake. I've only got 0.5% left. If I do see an opportunity, obviously I'll let you guys know. But yeah, that's the situation. It's not great, but it is what it is. I've learned from it. I've understand what I've done wrong. I've got a new action plan going forward into 2022. And yeah, it's just onwards and upwards really. I'm gutted in myself, but every time you learn something new, and I feel like this is the right step forward. This will keep my focus on two pairs. I'm not getting confused. I'm not getting sucked into anyone else's decisions. I'm not getting distracted. I'm just seeing my opportunities of what I am seeing, and I feel like it will pay off. Let me guys know. Let me know guys in the comments below if you guys have gone through this step where you've been looking at loads of different pairs, you've narrowed it down to maybe only on one pair or two or three, and just let me know how that has helped you or made it worse. Just let me know in the comments below, because I feel like this might help a lot of people out who are trading a bunch of different pairs that also relate to like gold and stuff like that. So they're linked to commodities, and those pairs react differently to ones that aren't. So people have different trading styles for different pairs, because if your pair is linked to a commodity, like your Aussie dollar is linked to gold and iron, for example, or CAD is linked to oil. So these types of pairs need to be traded differently to ones that aren't. If that makes sense, you need to look at other confluences. So if I was looking at the Aussie dollar, I wouldn't look at the DXY obviously for bias. I might look at iron. Where's the iron ore value? Is iron ore selling off? That might affect the Aussie dollar quite heavily, which it has done. Excuse me. So yeah, just let me know if that has actually helped you out by narrowing down your pairs that you are trading, and how it has helped you improve on your trading as well. But yeah guys, that is it. It's sad. It is what it is. But I'll obviously keep you guys updated for the Christmas period. This is what I want you guys to do as well. I want you to figure out if you have had a bad month like me, not bad month, but something needs to change. Take this time when the market's already sad to overlook everything, figure out what you're doing wrong, figure out a plan, change your trading plan to best suit a new plan of action, test it out over this period, and then coming into 2022, your focus is super zoomed in on just a couple pairs, and then just mash those pairs to best of your ability. That's what I'm going to do. Let me know if you guys want to do the same. Love you all. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one very soon.